All right, come on over, Brady. From the Southland, ladies and gentlemen, here is Brady. He's going to throw out that first pitch. Here it goes. Great job.
Good evening, Mohawk faithful, ladies and gentlemen. This is Adam Agresta coming to you live from Shuttleworth Park here in sunny Amsterdam, New York, with a PGCBL contest, the last home one for the Mohawks before the PGCBL All-Star game tomorrow in Elmira, as they take on the visiting Oneonta Outlaws, who come into this game tied for last place in the East Division, while the Mohawks currently hold first place in the East Division outright. They have a one-game lead on both the Albany Dutchmen and the Saugerty Stallions, as the Mohawks beat the Saugerty Stallions last night by the score of 7-6. A great game all around for Amsterdam, as they were able to hold on to first place. They jumped out to a 3-0 lead on 2 RBI doubles by Elvis Peralta Jr., who will be appearing in the 2018 All-Star game tomorrow. But they quickly gave up 5 runs and were down 5-4. And then they ended up tying it. They tie it at 5-5 after a Justin Foscue homer that made it 5-4, and then a Shane Muntz RBI single ties it up. But going into the 9th, it was tied 5-5. Saugerty scores a run, in the bottom of the 8th, as they were home. So that made it 6-5. So the Mohawks were down 1 headed into the 9th, and they ended up getting the tying and winning run on a 2-run single by Michael Ludwig out of Wake Forest, who ended up winning PGCBL Player of the Night, as that gave the Mohawks a 7-6 win after Blake Espinal came back out onto the mound after giving up the go-ahead run to then close it out, and he got the win. He's now 3-0 on the bump, as now we have the Mohawks starting to warm up here for our contest against the Outlaws. The Outlaws last night were off, but on Sunday they lost on the road. They were in Elmira, lost to the Pioneers 8-3. The Pioneers scored 2 runs in each of the first 3 innings, so that gave them a 6-0 lead early for Oneonta. Cassius Young and Anthony Eaton had RBI singles, but it wasn't enough. They only had 5 hits all game. They were all singles, as they have struggled at the plate as of late. They're 10th in the league in runs per game. This is for Oneonta at 5.18 runs per game. They're batting .264 as a team, which is only good enough for 9th in the league, whereas on the other side, the Mohawks are currently 6th in the league in runs per game with 5.81 and have a .286 team batting average, good enough for 4th in the league. They no longer have the lead in ERA. They're currently 2nd in the PGCBL with a 3.89 ERA. I'll have to look into who surpassed them, but they still lead in opponent batting average. Opponents against the Mohawks pitching staff this year are still only hitting .226, good enough for 1st in the PGCBL. As we will look at the starting lineups here tonight, we'll first run through Oneonta's, as they are about to be up. Batting first, the center fielder out of Penn State University, number 6, Derek Orndorff. Batting second, the second baseman out of Towson University, number 13, Noah Cabrera. Batting third, the designated hitter from Eastern Kentucky, number 18, Logan Thomason. Batting fourth, the shortstop out of the University of Georgia, number 7, Steve Minter. Batting fifth, the third baseman out of Georgia College, number 12, Cassius Young. Batting sixth, the left fielder out of Washington Lee University, number 4, Kyle Rudicelli, as we have the leadoff hitter, Derek Orndorff, stepping up to the plate against the Mohawks starting pitcher, Shane Muntz, out of Wake Forest. As we'll continue the lineup here to finish it out, Anthony Eaton will be batting seventh, the first baseman out of Brockport University, number 36. First pitch into Orndorff is high for a ball, and we're underway. Batting eighth, the catcher out of St. John's University, number 16, Colin Wetterow. And batting ninth, as that one is ripped a soft liner to Richie Neitz at second, as he snags that one easily for the first out.
Batting second, the second baseman from Towson.
As that'll bring up Noah Cabrera out of Towson University. But batting ninth will be the right fielder out of Arizona Western College from South Korea. It will be number 28, Min Jae Hung. or Hong, excuse me. As the first pitch into Cabrera misses outside, it's 1-0. Noah Cabrera on the season so far as that one misses away, and now it is 2-0. But Cabrera so far on the season is hitting .304 for the Outlaws. As he fouls that one off, it will now be 2-1. He's hitting 38 for 125. He leads the team in at-bats, as he has also scored 20 runs. As that one is in there for a called strike, evens count 2-2. Nice pitch there from Muntz. Cabrera also has 12 RBIs and 10 walks to go with 37 strikeouts, which also leads the team. The 2-2 is ripped to shortstop, but Colbar has on hops, stumbles for a second, loses it, but recovers and is able to throw to Tanner Allen at first for the second out. As that will bring up Logan Thomason, the designated hitter out of Eastern Kentucky. Mohawks have a little bit of a different setup in the field today at home. Left field, it'll be Richie Burrell out of Manhattan. Center field is Mike Antico out of St. John's. Right field is Michael Ludwig, who has been on fire. Had the game-tying and winning run last night, as that one was low, and it looked like it hit Joe Genord in the ankle as it broke down. As he will try to walk it off here, the umpire walks out and gives Shane Muntz another ball. So Ludwig in right. From third base to first base, it goes at third, Justin Foscue out of Mississippi State. At shortstop, Cole Barr out of Indiana, as Elvis Peralta Jr. gets the night off. As that one misses high, it will now be 2-0 here to Thomason. At second base, Richie Neitz out of Florida Atlantic University. And at first base, Tanner Allen out of Mississippi State. 2-0 into Thomason, misses inside, and now Muntz is behind 3-0. As we've seen in Muntz's past outings, the main thing that does him in is just missing pitch locations up, it seems like, as that ball, as that 3-0, excuse me, is in their fastball for a strike 3-1. As that pitch also catches the outside corner, and Muntz has come back to make the count full. First pitch was temperature was probably still in the high 70s, as that one misses just away and low. So Thomason will be on with a 2-out walk. But to look at Shane Muntz's numbers so far this season on the mound, this will be his 6th appearance on the mound in his third start, excuse me. He's pitched 15 innings. For the Mohawks, he's given up 13 hits and 11 runs. Only 7 of them have been earned. He's walked 13 and struck out 14. First pitch into the cleanup hitter, Steve Minter, is a ball, 1-0. As Muntz is 2-0 with a 4.20 ERA on the mound. That one is cut on and missed by Minter, and it's now 1-1. Joining me here tonight is my partner, Justin Cohen. Say hi to the people, Justin.
How's everybody doing tonight?
As neither of us will be taking the trip out to Elmira tomorrow, but there will be coverage throughout the day from the PGCBL, as there's a check of the runner at first, but he slides back in safely.
Yeah, I believe Elmira is definitely doing a broadcast of sorts, and I believe Saugerties is also sending a few representatives, so there should be coverage around the league.
As the Mohawks are sending 4 to the game, as that one misses outside. It's now 2-1 to Steve Minter. And in those 4, Barella is playing right now, and everyone else is out, as Elvis Peralta Jr. is the other position player that made it for the Mohawks. He did not get the start today, as that one will be ripped into left. Reggie Barella seems to stumble over himself, but is able to recover and make the catch to retire the side. So Shane Muntz works around a 2-out walk to pitch a scoreless first, as we will head to the bottom of the first inning here at Shuttleworth Park. The score, the Oneonta Outlaws 0, and the Amsterdam Mohawks coming to bat. You are listening to the Amsterdam Mohawks Radio Network here on YouTube Live. The starter for Oneonta on the mound today will be Rabbi Hampton out of Texas Tyler University. Hampton on the mound for the Outlaws this year. This will be his second start, eighth appearance. He's thrown 18 1/3 innings, given up 22 hits and 13 runs. They're all earned. He's walked 14 and struck out 14, as he is 1-0 with a 6.38 ERA. Here as the Mohawks shake hands with the two veterans of the game here, as it is another Veterans Tuesday here at Shuttleworth Park. As we will run through the Mohawks lineup here. As Mike Antico steps up to the plate, he'll be batting first, center fielder out of St. John's University, number 6, up against the lefty Hampton. Batting second, the left fielder out of Manhattan College, number 20, Richie Barella. As first pitch in, Antico is driven to the right side. Nice snag from the second baseman in Noah Cabrera, who makes a nice range to his left and puts Antico out for the first out of the bottom of the first, as Richie Barella will step to the plate out of Manhattan College. Richie comes into the day still leading the Mohawks in average 2. Ludwig. As the first pitch into Barella is popped into center field, ranging over is Orndorff to make the catch, and after 2 pitches, there are 2 gone here, as they'll bring up Ludwig. Batting cleanup will actually be the starting pitcher for the Mohawks, Shane Muntz, as he has been killing it at the plate, hitting .333. We'll talk more about his and Ludwig's performances now as they're coming up. Michael Ludwig at the plate is now hitting .345 here for the Mohawks. As first pitch into Ludwig misses high, it is 1-0. Mike is hitting .345, 39 for 113, with 19 runs scored, 7 extra base hits, including 2 home runs, 25 RBIs, which is now tied for, he's second on the team behind Joe Genord, who has 30 RBIs. As that one misses outside, it is now 2-0 to Ludwig. But to finish out the rest of the lineup, Tanner Allen will be batting 5th, the first baseman out of Mississippi State, number 3. Batting 6th will be the third baseman out of Mississippi State, number 25, Justin Foscue, as that one misses inside. Now it's 3-0 to Ludwig. Batting 7th will be the catcher out of University of South Florida, number 31, Joe Genord. Batting 8th will be the shortstop out of the University of Indiana, number 2, Cole Barr. As the 3-0 to Ludwig misses outside, so he's on with a 4-pitch walk here. And that'll bring up the starting pitcher in Shane Muntz, who will also be in the designated hitter spot.
And I've been told that hasn't happened since 2009, I believe, by our sources in the dugout.
When they said that, they mean the last time it was done by a player that has done well for the Mohawks. Actually, Dale Stanovich has already done this earlier this year.
Yeah, he played in left field earlier in a game.
But he started a game where he also started at the designated hitter spot. As music started to play once again, it was actually Tanner Allen's walk-up song, as that was a mistake by the press box. But batting 9th will be the second baseman of Florida Atlantic University, number 9, Richie Nitza. And as mentioned, Shane Muntz on the mound. He rips that one down the left field line. That'll be a fair ball, rolled to the wall in the corner. On his horse to third is Ludwig, who will be held up there as Shane Muntz continues his hot hitting streak this week. He is now 23 for 67 as a Mohawk. As Muntz is batting, that puts him now at an 11 for 21 clip with 3 home runs, 4 doubles, and 10 RBIs this week. Ludwig, who went from first to third on that play, is batting .435 this past week, as he went 10 for 23 with a home run, 2 doubles, 7 RBIs to go with 3 stolen bases. So the Wake Forest Demon Deacons having quite a week here for the Mohawks, as they're in scoring position here with 2 outs for Tanner Allen out of Mississippi State. First pitch into him misses inside. It will be 1-0.
And the Mohawks have actually already matched their hit total last time we played Hampton at home. We only got 2 hits in 4.1 innings pitched with no runs scored. So we're already off to a hotter start than we were last time we played them on July 1st.
As that one will be grounded to second, snagged by the second baseman Noah Cabrera, and on first. So the Mohawks get runners to second and third, but cannot bring anyone home as they score no runs on 1 hit. There are no errors in the inning as they leave 2 on base, as we will head to the second inning with the game still scoreless here between the Oneonta Outlaws and Amsterdam Mohawks. You are listening to the Mohawks radio broadcast here on YouTube Live. Cassius Young will lead off the top of the second here for the Outlaws. Young is out of Georgia College, not University of Georgia, playing third base tonight for Oneonta. First pitch into him from Muntz is on the outside corner, 0-1. Young so far this season is hitting .293, 36 for 123, as that one is in there for a called strike, and it's 0-2. He has 21 runs scored, which is tied for second on the team with Steve Minter. And he also has 6 doubles, which leads the Outlaws to go with 21 RBIs, as that one misses, and it'll be 1-2. It'll be Cassius Young, Kyle Rudicelli, and Anthony Eaton due up here in the top of the second for the Outlaws. That one's fouled away. As my partner Justin and I during the break were having a bit of a delineation over whether or not Shane Muntz should, as that one is flown into shallow right field, call off Nitsa, is Ludwig to make the catch for the first out, as that was a good call by Ludwig. That was an easier angle for him. As that'll bring up Kyle Rudicelli, the left fielder out of Washington Lee University. But we were talking about Shane Muntz, and of course on the mound, his numbers don't pop out on the mound, but the fact that he's been able to do that as well as hit .333 and 67 at bats at the dish, I think is pretty cool. He has a 4.20 coming into tonight. We'll see what his ERA is after this outing, as that one misses and it'll be 1-0.
And that 4.20, he let up 2 runs at the very end of his last outing last week, and so I'm starting to think that maybe, yes, his ERA is a 4.20, but maybe it should be a little bit lower,
As that one is fouled off of Joe Janort's mask. He does a quick look around, can't find it, but looks like he's okay. Also, Muntz on the mound, he has walked 13 versus striking out 14, which isn't a great ratio, as that one is in there for a called strike. It's 1-2, but with the way that he pitches, I think it's just kind of something you have to live with. He's just a big guy, goes up there, throws hard. He has a pretty good changeup that he uses. As that one is fouled off right at the plate.
I believe that was off Joe Genord again.
Yes, we've seen Mohawks catchers here just take it's just a tough position, of course, to play. You have to be tough to be able to stay back behind there and take all of the bumps and bruises that are expected. You can always take a foul ball off of your knee, helmet, as there's another foul ball. As the hitter, Rudisili, is just staying alive. Months yet to put him away. That last pitch rang in at 92. I don't think he throws. He might throw 92.
A pretty big guy.
He might throw 92. He's listed at 6'3", 225. As that one misses high and away, evens at 2-2. But yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if he breaks 91, rings in at 91. Yeah, so that maybe it is. The 2-2 there is popped high in the air into shallow right once again. Ludwig now all alone for it as he makes the catch for his second put out of the inning. As that'll bring up Anthony Eaton, the first baseman out of Brockport University. Or should I say SUNY Brockport. Have to be correct here politically with the sayings. First pitch into Eaton is on the outside corner for a strike, 0-1. Eaton at the plate is hitting .274 for the Outlaws with 4 extra base hits. He has 11 runs scored to go with 15 RBIs. That one is ripped right to the first baseman, Tanner Allen, who snags it for the final out of the inning. As a 1-2 for Shane Muntz sends us to the bottom of the second here at Shuttleworth Park. Still no score between the Outlaws and Mohawks. You're listening to the Amsterdam Mohawks Radio Network on YouTube Live. Sports Grill, come for the game, stay for the food. As Foscue has had himself a nice hot start here in Amsterdam. He's hitting .409 and 22 at bats as that one is grounded right to the shortstop Minter on first for the first out.
And it seems like these last two, Allen and Foscue arriving, have been quite the boost to the Mohawks lineup lately. Their runs per game going up. Their just general attitude around hitting seems to have improved.
Yeah, it's helped with the depth of the lineup. Guys have been able to not kind of press as much. It seems like before there were some guys who always felt like they needed to get hits. Guys like Richie Barella, maybe even Elvis, has seemed like, as that one misses outside. He'll be 1-0 here to Joe Genord, the catcher tonight out of South Florida. And Joe has now been pushed down the lineup. He's batting 7th tonight, but I think that's mainly just because of Allen and Foscue's hot hitting, more so than him not hitting recently, as that one is swung on and missed by Genord. It'll be 1-1 as Joe still leads. He's hitting .268 for the Mohawks, which I'm sure he would hope would be higher, but he still has 10 extra base hits, including 4 home runs, to go with 30 RBIs, which leads the team this year. 1-1 into Genord, misses outside. It'll be 2-1 from Hampton.
And I misspoke in the last inning. I said that we had tied the number of hits in an inning. We're actually only halfway there.
As we only have 1 hit off of Rabbi Hampton. We've had 2 base runners in the first inning. The Mohawks got second and third with nobody out, as that one is swung through by Joe Genord. It'll be 2-2 now. But they weren't able to get either of the runners home as Tanner Allen grounded out to end the bottom of the first. The 2-2 here from Hampton is ripped into center field. Ranging back now is the fielder, Orndorff, who will watch it clear the wall for a home run for Joe Genord, as that solo homer is his 5th of the year. Gives him 31 RBIs, and the Mohawks a 1-0 lead. As I'm sure he's very happy to get that one. He seems a little bit relieved, as he hit a home run on Sunday night in Mohawk Valley in Little Falls against the Diamond Dogs. That was apparently a bomb to center field, just like that one. That one was pretty much just dead center to the left of the flagpole, as Genord certainly has not lost any power since his 2016 campaign with the Mohawks. As that one is flown down the right field line by Cole Barr. Ranging over is the right fielder Hong to make the catch for the second out.
And we were talking with Elvis before the game. Be sure to check out our interview with Elvis Peralta Jr. and Richie Barella on Twitter and Facebook, I believe. But we were talking, and Elvis was discussing how coaches really encourage this first pitch hitting, and how, although, look for the first pitch fastball.
As that one is ripped into right center, and that will get down for a base hit and go all the way to the wall. First pitch hitting by Richie Nitza, just as you say it. No one is covering exactly second. That ball sails in. Nice backup by Robbie Hampton, the pitcher, as Nitza is on with a 2-out double here. But it seems like right on cue. Swinging at that first pitch, he gets that fastball away, takes it the other way right into right center, and Nitza is on with his now. As I need to find his stats here, that's his 4th double of the year for the Mohawks' 6th extra base hit, as it brings up the leadoff hitter, Mike Antico, St. John's University. Mike so far today is 0 for 1. He grounded out on the first pitch to start the game. And he takes the first one off of the elbow, so he will gladly take his base to raise his on-base percentage, as he's on for the first time today. And it'll bring up Richie Barella with runners on first and second and 2 outs. Richie is 0 for 1 so far today. He flew out to center last inning. First pitch in from Hampton is in the dirt. Nice stop there from the catcher, Wetero. As Barella steps in, he came into the game hitting .362, which is now only, I believe, 9th in the league, as at one point he led the league with over a 400 clip. As the runner at second is checked by, by the pitcher, Hampton, as that one is ripped into center field for a base hit. Coming home is Richie Nitza, as he will score, as an RBI single by Richie Barella scores the other Richie to give the Mohawks a 2-0 lead. As Richie, before the game, Barella that is, as it brings up Michael Ludwig, playing right field tonight, of course, out of Wake Forest. We mentioned his hot hitting already in tonight's broadcast, as he comes off of last week having hit over 430 with multiple extra base hits. But when we talk to Richie Barella, who is now on first base, as that one is kind of missed by Ludwig, it will be 0-1. He was talking about how he's just been really seeing the ball nicely lately, and we mentioned Elvis Peralta talking about the aggressive hitting, but it just seems like Barella isn't really trying too hard at the plate. He's just able to relax and really see the ball over the dish and take it where he wants it to go, as that one misses inside, and it'll be 1-1, as he has really killed it here in Amsterdam.
Yeah, he just got out of a little bit of a slump. When I say slump, he was only batting 300 for a week instead of 400. But
yes,
he's been a really solid piece for us this year.
Now 1 for 2 tonight with that RBI. As the 1-1 here to Ludwig is ripped over the second baseman's head, and that'll be another base hit as the line keeps moving. Coming home will be Mike Antico, as he will score, slapping the catcher on the back, Wetero, as he is actually college teammates with the catcher, as if someone could have seen maybe on the broadcast, Mike Antico, as he crosses the plate, slaps him on the back. That's a little, that's funny to see, as the Mohawks are now up 3-0. Now runners on first and third, as the third baseman Young comes in, and now the catcher Wetero to talk to Robbie Hampton, try to calm him down. As that RBI single by Michael Ludwig just continues his hot streak. And it'll bring up Shane Muntz, the starting pitcher, who is 1 for 1 so far today with a double. As that one misses away. Now it's 2-1. Or excuse me, it'll be 1-0. I don't know why it says 2-1 on the scoreboard.
It's those gremlins.
Yeah, gremlins messing with it. It happens. As Barlow went first to third on that base hit there from Ludwig. That one misses away. It's now 2-0. As Muntz at the plate, we mentioned, came into today hitting 22 for 66.
And it's a little surprising to see Hampton struggling to control so much. I mean, he does have an even number of walks and strikes.
Yes, that one misses outside. Now it's 3-0.
It seems like something's off tonight. I don't know if it's, a little bit in the sun or just looking forward to the All-Star break. But
yeah, I mean, Hampton has had, but of course, Hampton came into this game with 14 walks compared to 14 strikeouts, so he hasn't really had that good of a ratio. As he's just left a couple of balls up in the zone, as that one catches the outside corner. It's now 3-1.
And when Hampton first came to Oneonta in June, he was actually a relief pitcher and just recently started to start for the Outlaws. So
as this is his only second start on the mound for Oneonta.
I'm wondering if that has something to do with it, that he's just so used to being a relief pitcher.
Yeah, once you get into now you're in your second inning of work, as that one is caught and missed by Muntz. He tried to put that one over the Chuckatawny Creek here behind Shuttleworth Park. But now it will be to the pitcher out of Wake Forest. And we've talked about Muntz and all that he's done for the Mohawks. Of course, he's thrown 2 scoreless already on the mound to go with the double already in the game, and now he has a chance to collect another RBI to add to his yearly total, as that one is in there for a called strike 3. So Muntz will be sat down for the third out. But the Mohawks do send 8 to the plate in that inning, as they score 3 on a solo home run from Joe Genord and RBI singles from Richie Barella and Michael Ludwig. As in the inning, they score 3 runs on 4 hits. As there were no errors in the inning for the Outlaws, and there were 2 left on base by the Mohawks, as we will head to the top of the third here at Shuttleworth Park. Amsterdam leading Oneonta 3-0. You're listening to the Amsterdam Mohawks Radio Network here on YouTube Live. Wetero out of St. John's University will lead off the top of the third for Oneonta, as Shane Muntz is back out there on the mound after striking out to end the second. First pitch into Wetero, misses outside, 1-0. And we mentioned before, if you guys do get a chance, we have an interview where I sat down quickly with PGCBL All-Stars Richie Barella and Elvis Peralta Jr. Richie's in left tonight, as the 1-1 misses outside to Wetero. It's 2-1 now, as Muntz is trying to work a little bit quicker, try and get into maybe a bit of a rhythm. But if you get a chance, check out the interview. It's on Facebook and Twitter. Just search Amsterdam Mohawks on either platform. Follow us on there. You can see our live broadcasts. We share our links to our YouTube page, as well as other interviews and cool photos that are taken by John Sargalis here at the Mohawks as that 3-1 misses inside. And Wetero is on with a leadoff walk to begin the top of the third.
Hey fans, it's time for seat cushion toss if you want to.
And that's Muntz's second walk of the game already. Something that, as you mentioned earlier, we've sort of come to expect. You know, he's not the most accurate pitcher, but he does get things done eventually. He's a great two-way player.
Yeah, as that last pitch rung in at 90 miles an hour. I'm not, and like we said, we're not completely sure how accurate that is. We take actually the radar